Like, listen,
That's motherfucking why. You just go.
if the dude with the whip that's killing vampires is running, you run.
And they were like, "Where are you going?"
Run!
I was just running next to him. They like, "Yo, where we going?"
Man, welcome back, or welcome for the first time, like I always like to say. We've got a special show tonight. I'm just going to tell you right now that I have Robert Moore with me in my studio, hanging out. He's doing his tour of North Carolina, and he decided to come and hang out.
Yep.
Have some.
The state sucks.
You wanted to come and hang out and, chill and establish that the state does suck. The drivers are complete assholes. Had some ciders, had some food, had some great, commune, hung up with the wife and the girlfriend piece, and had some good chill time. But welcome, Robert, to the studio. Welcome to the place.
It's been a fun tour. Yeah, like you said, without the stupid drivers on a whole bunch of that. I don't understand why 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the morning, it's like the same traffic on all the highways. I do not understand that shit. You get that late at night in Nevada, there's nobody on the roads.
Because they're all drunk and coked up. So they're chilling out.
Yeah.
But, well, he's here in the studio with me, and so we're having a great time. Professor Mike in North Carolina, he came to visit you a few days ago, right?
Yes, sir, he did. He came to my job. We talked for a bit there. It was good to see him, meet him. He got a little bit of Fayetteville. Soldiers, I don't think he was quite ready for the young soldiers driving all night, making noise, big trucks.
All night.
Yes. He was right outside Fort Liberty, formerly Fort Bragg. He was like 2 miles away. So yeah, it was a shit ton of soldiers for him.
If I can just interject real quick, Mike, it must have been a good visit. You've never talked about anything at work with a smile on your face.
Because I don't enjoy work, sir. Not that job. No. In fact, we took a picture, and the only reason why I haven't put it in the chat because I got my name tagged on. Shit, I don't want people to.
We can Photoshop that out. Just send it to me. We'll take it.
Yeah, I just cover it up with a sticker or something, but
like a smiley face.
I managed to find him a little Cyclops toy. I was actually surprised I found it.
Where'd you find it at?
It's a Target.
Okay.
Look at that.
X-Men 97 Cyclops.
Oh, yeah, those are brand new, too.
Okay.
I've been looking for that.
Look at that.
You been looking for that? Really? Making voodoo down.
You got you. Mm-hmm. You got you and your son with you this, tonight. So you got an empty house, man. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's a long week. And, but I'm good. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm okay now.
All right.
Glad to be on tonight.
You got some male bonding time, you and the son? Y'all chopping wood outside in the back?
He sounded like Keith Sweat the other day when my wife said he was leaving. She was leaving. He was crying all day and night. And now he's okay. He don't care about nothing. He didn't even say bye. I had to make him say bye to his mom, but he punched into the clock over there on his computer, so he don't care about nothing.
Look at that. Look at that. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but eat like junk food, right?
Yeah, we You remember the scene in Braveheart when his uncle came over and they were all eating out of the pot with bread, and that's what we did for dinner. Man, we just eating the meat.
Over the sink.
Yeah, just eating meat. No vegetables.
Just straight meat.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Oh shit. Oh man, J Pat, what's going on, man? I know you butt down. Orion butt down us earlier. Though.
Yeah, man, I don't even think he butt down. I think he did intentionally. He's a wild little guy.
All right, he looked like you just tore him a new one. He was very like, my daddy go. I don't know what he gonna do.
Was he calling for help?
Right, that's what he was doing. He's calling for help. He's about to get it.
So,
he's
Jay,
like,
I saw your son and thought back to what was that? The Clone Wars when what's that? Boba had the miniature version of himself.
Oh yeah,
I was like the clone, like his little Jay sitting there on his lap. So
he's like 15 shades lighter.
That's your son. You can't deny him, man.
He ain't that light.
You
ain't that dark.
Yeah.
He's a little
lighter than you, I think.
Yeah, he's a little light. Yeah,
he's like,
he's
a light bright.
Biracial. He's a little light.
Like light bright, damn near white.
Because my wife is light skinned, and the other half of my family is super, super fair. Like my dad he's probably lighter than you, Lou. Like he's
shit.
Yeah.
Skipped over you, huh?
I just took after my mom's half.
Okay.
Mama Nims.
I got the hair. That's why I'm bald. I got the hair. I got everything from them.
Look at this shit. And we have a guest tonight, and he's over there like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Who are these people?
That's my typical stuff.
He's like, man, I'm ready to talk about Star Wars. Y'all talking about all this other bullshit.
I wasn't given a script.
No idea what you guys are talking about.
I'm trying to talk about Sabine.
We be talking about talking. This is counseling too. Like we talk about our lives
in the house, man. What's going on, Robin?
Oh, you know, just enjoying the week. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm definitely antsy to start talking Star Wars, but happy to shoot the shit with you guys as well. So
oh man, this is what we do. This is usually stuff that leaves. This is B-roll stuff. This is like we just wanted to run right into it because this is usually what happens.
At some point, it's going to turn into a poop conversation.
Yeah, the topic always turns to shit.
Hold on.
It always does.
Yeah.
Don't breeze by what just happened. Quincy did the dad snap. Did y'all see the dad snap? The Thanos snap. They hit his son. Did y'all don't breeze by the Thanos snap. Don't do that. Like, look at this shit here.
Doing too much over there.
Love it. But man, let's we already brought it up. We talked about it. We want to talk about it. Ahsoka ended this week, and what do we think about it? I personally enjoyed it. The score was amazing. Cinematography was great. I agree with Rob Andy over here that the fact that Ahsoka was a little slower compared to her animated counterpart when it came to her movements. But overall, it was good. It was very good. And they picked some of the most cakey actresses and some of the best costumes to put on them. But overall, it was the best thing that Disney Plus has put out in a very long time. And they ended that and then followed it up with Loki, which we'll talk about in a second. But overall, Ahsoka was pretty damn good, I'd have to say.
Disney Plus has been rolling out some pretty deep Star Wars lore, and it's been very exciting. You always get the sense from the community at large that there's a good chunk of that's just fan service, and there's fan service. Don't get me wrong. Like for anybody that hasn't seen the show, or can we do spoilers?
Feel it. Yeah, go.
All right. I think what they did really well, and I'll be the first to admit, being a lifelong Star Wars fan, like jumping into these shows, I have a tendency to talk a lot of shit about Star Wars because, I really like it. And I think if you're a fan of something, I think you have license to embrace a level of absurdity and a level of seriousness. And I think if you love something, you talk shit about it because it, helps you work things out like mentally. It's kind of cathartic. So I'll be the first to admit I was pissed off that I had to catch up on 5 seasons of Rebels in order to get what the hell was happening.
I thought you were a fan. You didn't watch Rebels?
I watched the good stuff. I watched the good parts of Rebels. I watched, the Twilight of the Apprentice, and I watched, Obi-Wan slice Darth Maul to shit in like 1 second.
So you watched the highlight reels? Yeah,
I watched the highlight reel, right? But then, in prepping for the show, like I went back and I watched a lot of it because, they did the same thing to me with Clone Wars. Like the first 1-2 seasons was like, all right, cool, I kind of get it. and then they drop some dark shit on you, like some life-altering, like moral ambiguity that's got your attention. You're just like, oh shit. Like, okay, they're trying to tell like some legitimate stories here. And so Rebels did that. And then going forward into Ahsoka, you know, they're starting to build this lore. They have really compelling villains, if you can call them villains, in Ray Stevenson and whoever the actress was next to him, you know. And then, like, in the middle of this entire series, they throw Ahsoka into the world between worlds, and fucking Anakin shows up with, like, the coldest fucking outro in that whole, like, 2-episode arc of him meeting Ahsoka in the world between worlds, going through the shit in the Clone Wars, the flashback, like, and then him, like, Spartan kicking her ass back into the world between worlds, and then straight flexing on her as Vader. Like, come on, man! Like, that's some serious fan service level shit, and I agree. I love that. I love that they're doing that, because, like, I'm not emotionally invested. And then all of a sudden, like, I want 7 more seasons, please. Dave Maloney, here's my money. Like, you can't get better than that. I really enjoyed it.
I agree with you. I think it even goes beyond fan service, because everything that was going on with Anakin in the World Between Worlds, it kind of felt like they were having Anakin fulfill the prophecy of being the chosen one, with him being like the Mortis God. Now he's like, he has complete mastery over the dark and the light side. He was switching between Darth Vader and Anakin at will. It wasn't like there was a struggle. It was like, okay, I'm going to be dark side right now, and I'll teach you something the dark side. Now I'm going to be light side. I'll teach you something here, and you know, it's whatever. Like, there was no conflict in it.
No, there wasn't, and it was. I'm glad that they touched on that. I'm glad they're going to the Mortis gods. I'm glad they're, like, showing that entire lore side of it, because Star Trek at its core, and that whole conflict of Anakin being the chosen one and the duel of the fates, you know, the duel of the fates. I think Dave Filoni put out, you know, a long time ago.
Call him Dave Filoni. It's okay.
Yeah, Dan Maloney, like, he put out that whole thing about the duel of the fates being the battle for Anakin's soul, not necessarily, you know, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn fighting Darth Maul. It was if Qui-Gon didn't get dusted because he was 45 at the time and he was fighting peak level Ray Park, like, he would have trained Anakin the correct way. But he didn't. Like, he got dropped, and Obi-Wan got saddled the task of training Anakin. And so that kind of...
Sorry, for all intents and purposes, he should have survived.
Well, yeah, now that we know that, like, people can survive a fucking lightsaber through the midsection, Qui-Gon's out there, like, really?
We gotta be fair. Sabine took it in the love handle. She didn't take it in the chest. So let's be fair.
You still
Can we
defending
also
that, huh?
be fair? Like, and this may sound sexist, and I apologize for the hate mail. That orange jumpsuit was painted on. Like, it was pretty nice.
Sabine's okay, but what's her name? She had
General
Hera?
The General Hera?
Yeah, hair. The Twilight cakes. She had the hostess.
She was killing it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Obi-Wan's banging that.
I don't know if I liked her performance very much, but
nah, it was kind of buttery. But
yeah,
whatever. But yeah, no, it's just really peak. Anyways, it's peak level Star Wars, and it takes me back to that time, and maybe you guys can relate. Back in like 95, 96, they had that whole run of Shadows of the Empire, and you had Shadows of the Empire game, and they had the comics, and you had this entire thing, and it just opened up the world for you. And that was for, like, you know, I know the extended universe was out there at the time, but like that really brought it to, you know, a new level of entertainment. And that was, for me, like the original 3 movies, the prequels, obviously, and then Shadows of the Empire were like my experience with Star Wars as a kid. And then for the kids coming up now, they get access to all of this incredible material with some of the best lightsaber fights and just some of the best stories that they've been able to put out. And I really think that's super exciting, not only for new fans, but for old fans as well. Because I'll never not tune into a Star Wars anything. Begrudgingly so. I may be like, I don't know, and watch it a couple of years later, but I'm still in it. And it's just really cool to see.
Dig it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Well, it has, quick question before somebody else talks. All the stuff that happened in the comics back in the early 2Ks, late 90s, is that all still canon, or did they
No, that's all scrapped. All that's done. Only the comics
that's
now
considered
canon.
Legends.
That's all
That's right.
Legends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're taking everything from the old EU. Like they're just taking it all, redoing it.
Yeah, they
Whatever
took
they can do to not
directly
pay
from
the creators and the writers.
Yeah,
Right?
Okay.
because Disney needs more money.
Yes, they don't. Anybody else finish Ahsoka? And what are your feelings? Thank you, Robin, for your input. That was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Pretty good first outing, Robin.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You got sexist there in the middle.
Robben.
But yeah, I thought Ahsoka was good. It wasn't quite as dope as I wanted it to be, but it was good.
What made it not dope?
I think the first first three episodes, like the pacing was a little weird. It was a little slow. Yeah. Like they were going too hard on Sabine, like her being like this badass rebel, and she has her motorcycle, getaway scene on that giant bridge for no reason. Like I don't know. It was just a little weird. The pacing was kind of off. Took a little while to get where we were going. Like the little I like the visuals of the map, but it was just like another map MacGuffin. It was cool that they had a map to another universe, but it was like, okay, how many times we're going to have a secret map that nobody has access to? Like, we could do something else. I don't know. And I think, I really think they missed the opportunity with Sabine. Like, I think she shouldn't have got stabbed in the gut. I think she should have had like a leg taken off or something. Something cool. And then like she's a Mandalorian, so now she can have some hidden missiles in her kneecaps or something. They can give her some Mandalore weapons in her leg or something. I don't know. But overall, I thought it was pretty dope. I know Rob was saying that Ahsoka was moving kind of slow for her fights.
Yeah, she was.
But she was old though. She was old, and when they flash back to the young Ahsoka and Anakin, she was moving just like we expect her to move. So the young version of her in the world between worlds, she was doing the Ahsoka that we know.
And in the final fight that she had in episode 8, she was mad, and they actually sped her up a bit, and I really respected that. But some of her like original moves and all the rest of the stuff that she's doing, she looks very methodical. But
it's a different. It was more samurai-ish.
Yeah, but in that art, if you can do it slow and smooth, you can do it fast whenever you need to. Yeah. And so that's what I thought about. I was like, all right, she's doing it slow because she just wants to get the rhythm down, and if she has to speed it up, she can. So
yeah. So I get it, but none of us moved the same way we moved when we were 18.
No, I don't move the same way I moved 30 days ago.
Man, I wish. Real.
I'll give her a little leeway. She was slow, but she's old Ahsoka now. She's not young Ahsoka. Young snappy Ahsoka. She's
Ahsoka in Epsom salt.
Old. She's old bitter Ahsoka. After she had a talking.
Somebody tell me the significance of the change of outfit, because she went from Ahsoka. I saw something that said Ahsoka.
That was her best Gandalf impression.
Yeah, Ahsoka the White is pretty much what she was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was her transition from being, kind of on the fence about being a member of the Force and a member of the Jedi Order to having that kind of that you live or you die conversation with Anakin. and then her, recognizing that a part of that legacy means that she was trained, by Anakin. Because I think she was, of course, in the Clone Wars, there's that whole arc of, the Jedi Temple being bombed and the Jedi Council not standing up for Ahsoka, her taking off. And, I think it was a resolution of her choosing to live. And I think that the message there in Anakin's kind of overtone was you live or you die. And like parallels, you fight or you die. It parallels, his struggle with his mom. It parallels his struggle with, being in the Jedi, but wanting to embrace the dark side to save Padme because she's gonna die, and then it kind of lends itself to that fear that he always had of, if you don't keep fighting, you die. And so she chose to live. She adopts, her own destiny. She's one with the Force again. And so that's, I guess, kind of a baptism in the Force, as it were. And she becomes Ahsoka the White.
I just don't see how you can have all this like force and feeling and empathy in the Force, right? You have all this force, you can feel these things, and not have a single MF and therapist throughout the whole.
No Force therapist.
Just sit down and talk to and work your shit out.
They're making kill.
That would have helped Anakin tremendous.
That's part of the reason why the Jedi needed to fall. Like they were too into themselves. Like
somebody going to lay down is what you got to do.
I know, right? That's what we're saying. Somebody's going to lay down, and that's why I was late because Orion's acting like he got the Force. The Force is with him because he will not lay down at all. My little Padawan. I'm about to cut his Padawan brain off, get him out of the order. Like, get out of here.
Let's edit that part out. Let's edit that
out, man. have CYS over here.
We're all accessories now. All right.
All right, Mike, what do you think, man? Did you finish it up?
I did finish it. I finished it that morning. It did start off slow for me. I think when it got to 4 or 5 is when it picked up. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of it. I didn't notice anything about her moving slow because it was just what it was. I didn't pay any attention to it. I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. I tried to watch Clone Wars. I may have watched half of one season, maybe. I didn't even try to watch the other thing. What was that? Rebels. I didn't even try. But it was all right. For what I did, I had very low expectations. I probably only watched it for 2 reasons. Rosario Dawson and to talk to y'all. So outside that, I probably wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't for those 2 things. In that order. That's why she came first. So, it is what it was. It was what it was. I enjoyed it. I would like a second season. Then when he flipped, when Anakin showed up, I was like, oh, that's cool. He got the Marvel de-aging technique going on. Okay, that's cool. But when he did flip the Darth Vader, that was like I did holler. When he was, in the bridge, I hollered a little bit at that. I was like, oh yeah, I hollered. And I was in the lab at school. I was watching it on my phone. I hollered out loud for real. People turned around and looked. I was like, it's all right. But,
mind your business. Yeah. I got this.
Yeah. Come watch it with me but I ain't stopped watching it. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it overall. It was pretty good.
All right. Q, what do you think, man? I know that you're pretty hard on Disney Plus right now.
Yeah, it was okay. It was just okay for me. Like I enjoyed it. Like I like Rosario. There's a lot of loose ends at the end.
Yeah.
So like I was trying to figure out the point of the show and how this fits in the timeline and everything. So like I was waiting to hear what the Star Wars people had to say. But so they're stranded out there now, and Thrawn is back in regular space. So
they're stranded unless they can find one of those whales.
Back up there with Space Jesus.
Yeah,
they got to find one of those whales,
now.
Or maybe they can get back with the World Between Worlds or something. But
so Thrawn was the man to me. He was the best part of the show. Whoever played Thrawn was cool as hell. He was just I loved him.
He was the voice actor from Rebels.
I was talking to Rob about that guy that played Thrawn, and he was giving off some serious T-2000 vibes.
Robert Patrick.
Yeah, Robert Hammond Patrick is the actor's name, and he was really making me. I saw T-2000. I was like, he's gonna turn to liquid, like liquid metal. We can do that right now. But
every time he talked, I thought Pimp, man, he was just cool to me. I loved how cool he was.
The two TIE fighters, and they engaged and they got shot down. He was like, okay.
It is what it is.
Expected loss.
I have a question for the Star Wars people. What was this thing with Anakin Thrawn? He was like really concerned about that.
Good question.
The
what was his
connection.
part on with Anakin? Because he said
he knew who Anakin was.
Okay, so like, why did he seem like really concerned? Like he was only concerned twice.
Real knowledgeable.
Yeah,
he worked with Vader, didn't he?
He knows who Vader is.
Yeah, he knows who Vader is.
So if that's the person that Vader trained, then she's going to be a problem.
Yeah. I think, and don't quote me, I think it either may have occurred in Legends or some part in the timeline in Clone Wars, the animated series. Like Anakin helps Thrawn out in some kind of capacity to help him get back to, or help him with some kind of mission to get away from his home planet, because I guess his home on Thrawn's home planet, Thrawn has been stripped of his political status, so he's going to go enlist in whatever academy. That then becomes, the Galactic Empire. And so he is aware of Anakin. And I think it's implied that he is aware of how quickly Anakin was able to succumb to his own emotions and how brutal he was when it came to, like, Order 66. And how brutal he was with Vader and the Inquisitors. So I think he's very much aware of just how volatile both Anakin and Vader are. So he's treating his enemy with respect.
So Thrawn, from what I can gather from Tim Carter, shout out to you, he's talked about Thrawn for a while. And Thrawn is not like some super powerful guy. He is not physically, but he is just a great strategist. And
he's like the best.
Everything is math to him. If I throw out 4 troopers or 4 TIE fighters and 2 come back, but we accomplished the mission, we're okay. Right? So he's just a big strategist and he believes in the numbers, and collateral damage is completely acceptable.
Yeah.
So he's great at thinking things through and saying, all right, if we lose 50% of what we put out there, but we still win, then we're okay. He's not emotionally tied to anything, basically.
And he's interesting too, because he's not necessarily evil. Like, he's not going to kill people just to kill people. He has some kind of respect for life. He's not like Palpatine. So if he can get through a mission without, unnecessary death, he's going to do it.
But
if
he
has
accepts
to,
the fact that it can't happen.
Exactly.
Okay. He's a psychopath, to just put it out there. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, he's logistically very savvy, and I think he believes in the overall mission of the Empire of bringing order to chaos. He may not necessarily buy into all of Palpatine and Vader's BS, and by aligning himself with the, Night Sisters of Dathomir, who Palpatine plundered their planet, his alignment with them is a very smart tactical decision. I was about
to say, because if you weren't buying into the Force and Palpatine and Vader, but then you co-sign on the 3 fates, which is what they were. They were the 3. Y'all know. Yeah. If you sign off on them, you down with something, but it's situational. I understand. You're trying to get your happy ass away from the galaxy far, 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 far away, and you're doing whatever it takes. If you got to fuck one of them ugly witches, you go stick your knee in it. And that's just it. That's just the way I look at it.
If Nick Fury could do it, if Nick Fury could do it,
don't knock Nick. That's like knocking Kermit. Kermit liked bacon. All right, Kermit the Frog loved bacon. You can't knock him for liking bacon.
Nick Fury likes that Thanos chin.
He likes
that scrotum chin.
Look at this shit
with the with the
He
shark
likes that
teeth.
woman that can turn into whatever he wants her.
Exactly.
That's true. I mean, there is an upside to it, but if she slips up and reverts to her true form with the shark teeth,
that's it. That's the real. That's not the upside. Because after about 1 or 2 times of being somebody else, she's like, "Oh, you don't love me for me," and then it's over. So that whole chain inside ain't gonna last long. She ain't gonna change to whoever. Change to Halle Berry. No, you got one time for that one, son.
Yeah. I think Nick Fury should just be gangster, be like, "You damn right, I love you because you can shapeshift."
Yeah, why else would I be here?
Right? I ain't trying to mess with that ball sack. You better get out of here.
Baby, your ears are cutting me. No.
Your ears, honey. Damn. So, I guess overall we're saying Ahsoka was. I mean, I think Ahsoka was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Really good cliffhanger at the end because it leaves a lot of open-ended stuff. Rob mentioned to me that Balin passed away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shortly before the series started, he passed away. So I don't know what they're going to do with him.
They got to recast. He killed that role though.
Big Ray was nice. I love Big Ray. Big Ray was a good guy. He was a good actor, and I forgot to even mention him. I love Big Ray Stevenson, but I've loved him all the way back to Rome. If you ever get a chance to see that on Max, Rome on HBO, Titus Pullos is the man. I love that show. Too bad it didn't get picked up. But I think it had 2 seasons, but it's a great 2 seasons. Big Ray was really great in that.
I just don't know. That's just and then the other chick, the blonde. What was her name? Robin. What was her name?
What was her name? I can't.
Come on.
I can't remember
her name off the top of my head.
Well, the singer's from Diane Wood, right?
Yeah, she reminds me of Billie Eilish. I don't know why she reminds me of Billie Eilish. No idea.
There was something on Reddit that I saw, and it was somebody's girlfriend called her Taylor Sith.
Wow.
Hey, listen, because old boy Ray Stevens kind of looks like Travis Kelce if you squint a little bit.
Yeah, they're tying the whole thing together, man.
Yes.
How did they get separated on the planet again? Like I saw in the end, they were in 2 different spots.
He left her.
Yeah,
he told her they had 2 different paths or something, and
Sabine went back to save what's her face, and Ezra made it onto the ship.
That's another thing. Did anybody else get
No. I mean Ray Stevens and his panel.
Oh, yeah, why they split up?
Yeah, how they get separated?
I don't know.
So he sent her. Yes, he sent her to go deal with, I think, Sabine, and there was a village of those, little aliens, and I think he did that intentionally because of he wanted to go in one direction, and I think that's toward Aboleth and the Mortis gods and everything that Thor's.
Yeah, it'll be crazy if it's Aboleth. People are ready for that. They'd be doing some crazy. That's a whole other level of Star Wars.
I'm not a Star Wars geek. What is Aboleth?
No.
So the Mortis gods.
God, isn't it?
Did you ever see the Mortis gods in the Clone Wars?
Yeah, I talk about Clone Wars all the time. Jay. Like, no.
So, you just wait to watch it then. You just wait to watch it. You ain't gonna know it.
What is it?
So there's the Mortis gods. They're the keepers of the Force. So it's the father and then the son and then the daughter. And the father keeps balance between the son and the daughter because if there's no balance in the Force, one will just overshoot the other.
Well,
so
Paul,
there was.
Isn't this a storyline from Star Wars, like the animated joint that they put out?
Yeah, the Clone Wars.
No. The shorts Visions? They put out. Yeah, Star Wars Legends.
Visions.
Was that
Visions?
Were the Mortis gods in Visions?
The male and female.
Are you talking about the twins? Are you talking about the twins?
Yeah.
No, it's not the twins. Not the twins. There's something. The Mortis gods are something totally different. Like the son is the complete embodiment of the dark side, and then the daughter is the complete embodiment of the light side. They're not Jedi or anything. They're just like Force beings. And Anakin, he's taken over their position, from what I can tell, in the Force. He's like the Mortis god now. But Aboleth is the mother. And what happened was she was like a mortal who was the Mortis gods. They loved her and they brought her in to kind of help them bring balance to everything. But she ended up doing like an Adam and Eve type of thing. She drunk from this well and like knowledge or something weird, and she became like this super evil, like ridiculously savage, evil force being. She's wild. Like she looks like something out of like a Hellraiser movie. Like she looks wild.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
yeah. She leveraged. She drank from the pool of knowledge, and
that's what she did. Yeah.
Basically turned her into the living embodiment of evil. So Aboleth is, to your point, I don't think Star Wars is ready for that. Like on Disney Plus.
And she's like she's trapped on that planet. Like she can't leave that. Like she's been contained on that
they're
planet.
on right now.
Not from here?
Okay.
So she's been sending out signals trying to get people to come to her. So I'm thinking that she's going to possess them and like get herself out of there or whatever. But if she comes out and she's running around in the Star Wars universe, it's going to be a whole different story. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. It's
it's
going pretty wild.
If they want to change it from what George Lucas envisioned, bring Aboleth in because that's a whole different. It's not going to be samurais and beautiful shots.
Where did Aboleth come from? Well, I mean, where is she in the lore of Star Wars? Is she?
She comes from. She's in the comic books. She started right. It was the comic books in like the 80s or the 90s. That's her original starting point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This is way beyond because I am not a super casual Star Wars fan, but I am not a super lore person. Thank you for all the information because it will definitely give me something to look up on YouTube, and the algorithm is going to completely beat me upside the head once I look it up once, because that's how it happens. So I'm going to look this shit up because it sounds interesting. It sounds really good because the original Star Wars trilogy was we all know it. It was kind of based on the Bible type of joint. We all know this shit.
Yeah,
but the other stuff that's gotten woven into the story is really deep, and that's what I really like about it. Is that somebody and some bodies and some people picked it up and said, all right, let's just add this to it and co-sign on it and call it good. So that's what I feel about it. So
what do we think?
Did you peep the little owl at the end?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When so that was the daughter.
That's right.
The owl is the owl is the daughter.
Oh, the owl! I thought
that Ahsoka looked at out this.
Yeah, I thought that they were trying to let her know that she was going to Hogwarts.
I missed the whole damn owl. I forgot. I didn't see no damn bird. Actual owl was there.
I thought
snow owl.
Yeah, I thought it was either an owl to go to Hogwarts or it was the owl from fucking Clash of the Titans, the little joint.
So that was the daughter. That was the good side of the Force.
Because the daughter saved Ahsoka in the what's it called? In Rebels. Ahsoka dies, she basically dies in Rebels, and the daughter gives her essence up to save Ahsoka.
It's a part of that Mortis arc in the Clone Wars. That two-parter.
I was watching YouTube for 17 hours trying to catch up on this shit.
It gets deep, yeah. And so Ahsoka dies on that planet. The daughter gives up her essence to save Ahsoka, and so the Morai, which is the owl.
What was her motivation?
It was to save Ahsoka. Anakin could not come to grips with the fact that Ahsoka was dead, and like the father and the son.
Why the owl woman? Why would she choose to save Ahsoka? Was there a grander meaning behind it?
Not that I'm sure there was. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'll find it on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah. But that's why that owl chases her around every now and then. You see her. That's kind of the trade-off, the living embodiment of the daughter being a part of Ahsoka's soul. So the more I follows her.
There was no mention of the son, right?
The son dies in that arc as well, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Anakin takes the role of either the son or the father at this point.
He's probably the father.
If he takes the role of the Holy Ghost, then he's just gonna have to move to the south.
You say he's gonna be Southern Baptist?
Southern Baptist. He's the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah,
so,
he's got them all.
You got them all.
I imagine the long-term plan that Filoni had for Ahsoka will come out in the movies.
Yeah, he is making that movie.
Yeah, because they're stuck. They're stuck with.
And this is all before the sequel trilogy, also. So it's hard to think how Thrawn and all these people are supposed to fill in to what happens. Maybe they're finally answering the question of somehow Palpatine returned. Maybe this is all set up to kind of answer that question of how he came back.
Yeah, that's true. It's yeah. They're stuck.
If they have
on
to
this
do
planet
all that to fix the sequels.
I mean, the only people that are on that planet that we've seen so far are the Ninja Turtle knockoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Foot Clan in the red suits. That's just me.
Those are the Sand People 2.0.
Yeah. They fight as good as Sand People too.
Turbo Tuscans.
Yeah, they can break a radio. They can't kill nobody. They can kill shit on the radio though. But J-Pat
and
alluded
the
to
even cuter Jawas.
Yeah, a few weeks ago you said, I really hope that they take this opportunity to go across all these galaxies to give Ahsoka a fresh start in another place. Yeah. And now her and Sabine are abandoned on this planet with turtlebacks and red suit people and 2 other Jedi. And so this is what you wanted, and I dig it.
Yeah. So now they can run around and do whatever they want in this new galaxy. They don't have to mess with our old canon. They can
they can start their own.
Do whatever they want.
Yeah, they got their own. They have a blank slate they can start with, and so I dig that. And I'm so happy that you called that, because now that they have it, it is what it is. And back to what was his name? Ezra. Did anybody else, not being sacrilegious at all, anybody else get the Jesus vibes off of Ezra when he was walking around?
I think that's what they were going for.
All right, I'm just saying.
But what makes him so important, though, that they would risk their lives to go across? I mean, I know they wanted to get Thrawn in the first place, but also
that was her friend. That was like her best friend. In the cartoon, they kind of hit that they were like kind of feeling each other beyond just friendship. But
didn't he have a kid with the other girl?
A kid? No,
he had a kid with
Ezra was a kid.
With thickness.
So who's the I thought he was the guy, the dad, the boy. Yeah.
That's Kanan's son.
Oh, it's Kanan's son.
The Jedi who went blind.
Who's Kanan?
Yep.
That's Ezra's master.
Yeah, his master who went blind.
Who is Kanan? Is he book Kanan? Is he movie Kanan? Who is Kanan? Or is he animated?
The animated series Kanan.
Okay. Yeah.
He was if you ever see a blind Jedi in Rebels, it's him.
All right. See, now we know.
Okay. I thought Ezra was the boy's daddy. So I thought they were fighting so hard to get him so he can bring his dad home. Okay.
Bring the daddy back.
Yeah, so I thought this was about. I didn't realize that was,
Listen, Jason.
You traveled across galaxies to avoid this child support.
All right, I'm gonna go get your daddy.
Your daddy
went out for death 5 years ago and never came home.
Right, I didn't realize it.
On DSS, but they couldn't find him because he was in a galaxy far, 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 far away. He was in Detroit.
New Pampers, Kanan.
Yeah, he wouldn't deal with shit.
My whale's got to go. I'll call you back. We got to go.
Sorry, babe. I didn't have a signal in that other galaxy.
You're breaking up.
I lose signal every time I jump in a whale. My bad. Fucking space whales. They're the only ones that made damn sense. They started getting hit with the mines. They're like, nope, we're out.
Now we're good.
Have fun.
This is your fight.
It's like,
see you in hell.
It's like, listen, I know we came here to die. I know we did, but I'm not dying.
We want to die right now. Like,
yeah,
we'll be back.
I thought they were going to jump back and pick him up and drop him back off like a whale Uber. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
The space Uber.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be plankton hanging out in teeth. But shit.
Did you notice his chainmail was made out of a stormtrooper? What's it called? Dog tags.
No.
Yeah, Ezra's chainmail was made out of stormtrooper.
You know,
dog
one
tags.
thing that pissed me off is that when Sabine got into that firefight and sword battle with the little red uniform people, the Sand People 2.0, when she got in a fight, none of her like burlap anything got burned scorch marks on it.
Nope,
nothing did. She walked
That's
away
true.
like, I was like, what is this? Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave Filoni. You're slipping. Your editing team just totally left out every scorch mark. And then
he's like, man, I have a budget.
I thoroughly enjoyed the rat dog horse that they rode.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, the rat dog
really
horse
cool.
was fun. They looked like rats. They were loyal like dogs, and they rode like horses. And me and Rob had a serious conversation about what they were. We didn't understand what the fuck they were. Did not get it. They had the rat face, and they just looked for loyalty. But man, enough. We beat this horse to death. Great show. I think it was impressive. Season 2, movie 1, whatever the fuck they want to throw at us.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be impressive. I think it's really going to be impressive because they did what J-Pat wanted. They got away and gave Ahsoka a little galaxy to work with, and then you got her and Billie Eilish going to be sword fighting up there, and Ahsoka's down to one lightsaber now.
Yeah, she only has one now. Unless she finds a way to build a replacement.
Did she have the? Did she keep the mystical sword?
She grabbed it from what's her nuts?
Yeah.
Didn't that robot make one on the ship for Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus made one, but I don't know. He gave it to old girl. No, she had her own.
But does she have that on?
She had his old one.
Yeah,
she
has that on the ship to repair a lightsaber.
All right, before we move away from this, she has his old one, which is green. He made a new one, which is blue. Now, is there any significance to this fact that she has a green one and he created a brand new one that was blue, or was it just the
parts at hand?
The parts at hand and the crystal. Because I was under the impression that the color of the lightsaber projected the soul of the wielder.
So maybe, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but maybe your mentality had where you're at in the Force.
I saw like something like it was a nod to Kanan. I don't know. It was just on one of them random Facebook articles.
I forgot what is the blue one, the Sentinel? I can't remember.
Yeah, blue one's Sentinel, green is Vanguard, yellow is not Vanguard, Guardian. I think
you're saying all these things and Quincy's going into Destiny 2 mode.
That's a whole other ball of worms. We're not gonna go down that road.
Guardian, friggin', Just saying. I just want to pick on you, Quincy, real quick. That's all.
Yeah, I think the blue is a part of. At least I think it was the saber that Ezra had originally, and then they do a time jump in Rebels. I think in season 4 or 5, and then Ezra has a green saber.
All right, so
I think he went back to blue.
That being said, besides the fact that Sam Jackson said, if I'm going to be a Jedi, I want a purple lightsaber. What would give him a purple lightsaber?
We're going to have to make up a reason because...
There we go. There we go. That's all I wanted to hear. Because, you have the red, the blue, the green, and the only purple in the whole universe in Sam Jackson, because you've never seen another one.
Well, what's his name's? Balin's was orange. So maybe they have these in-between colors that kind of signify. Yeah, it was orange.
Yeah,
it wasn't red.
Yeah.
Ahsoka's are white. There's the dark saber, and then the Mary.
You got these half colors that kind of like
yellow one now
signify like maybe you can dip a little bit in. Like if you're a dark side dude, maybe you could dip a little bit into the light side. And your saber turns orange, and if you're
it's not really like you're a Capricorn, but you're a Capricorn born on the other side,
right?
It used to be your spiritual alignment with the Force back in the day.
That's what I remember. Was that? Yeah. Because it was simplified back then, but shit changes.
Yeah, of course.
So
now they have an on their lightsabers.
I think it was largely explained that even though like everybody knows Sam Jackson got to like choose his own color, I think it was because Sam had or Mace Windu had trained in a forbidden saber style that was more aligned with the Sith and had such power, but chose to align with the light side. But like, you can't walk away from that, dipping into the dark side of the Force without some kind of scarring, on your soul. So I think
that's what she said.
That's what she said, right?
Dip into this dark side, girl.
Then all of a sudden you're going out for death sticks one day and you don't come back for 5 years because you made the biggest mistake of your life. I'm sorry, babe, I lost you. This translator is stupid astro droid, drops your calls all the time. Go. Get the fuck out of here.
You got BB-8 up your ass.
Right.
Oh, man. All right, great. Listen, awesome. Ahsoka that was a lot of great information. Robin, thanks for interjecting all the great stuff, because I know that Jay knows all this stuff. And Robin, you just pretty much co-signed on the fact that he's not crazy because he only...
No, he's one with the Force, and the Force is one with him.
Yeah.
I have another Force buddy now. All the other casuals.
I got you covered.
Listen, I will chop the legs off your high horse. It is not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, man. Okay. I guess Loki episode 1 dropped 9:00 last night, to the much begrudgingness of Professor Mike Jones, because it dropped at 9:00 last night. Right?
Oh, hell yeah, that's too damn late. I'm going to sleep. Actually, I was at work that night. I just got off work at 9:00, so when I went home, went right to sleep. I didn't watch Loki till right before I got on tonight. I just finished it right before we got on the episode tonight to record.
So did I.
All right, so let's kick that off, Mike. What you think, man? I mean, we've been away from Loki for a while, and I don't know a large amount of fans that went back and watched season 1 in anticipation of season 2. So we basically, most of us, I'd say a good 75% of us went back in there raw dog without remembering what the fuck was going on.
Because I had no clue what was going on. The time jumping and the time slipping. I mean, it was a lot happening. I completely forgot the first season, just pretty much all of it. So it took me a while to get acclimated in it, but it was all right. Considering this is completely new, I don't believe this is pulling from any storyline that I know of. This is a complete new story that as far as I know.
Yeah, this is kind of happening as it happens. Yeah,
as it happens, right? So I mean, which is I'm cool with, as long as it's a good story. So I just want to see where it goes. I mean, I'm not that big of a Loki guy either. I don't understand the fanfare he's gotten, but whatever. But I enjoyed it. I just want to see where it goes.
All right, Quincy. I know. Come on, man. Give me the raw.
I got a spoiler for you, Mike. It's not going anywhere, because that's where the Marvel shows go. I believe it. I didn't watch it yet. I forgot about it, actually.
Hated it.
No,
hated it.
There's no anticipation for that stuff anymore. I'm sorry to say, they're rudderless right now. I'll probably watch it after we get off and fall asleep watching it, but it's like whatever. I'll let you know next week or whenever we're back on.
All right.
Fuck all those shows, man.
Damn.
Tell us how you really feel, Quincy.
No doubt.
They're terrible. And pointless.
They're not that bad.
I'm with you, bro.
They're pointless.
I can't take it anymore.
They are pointless.
I can't take it anymore.
Listen, once you had that tablespoon of saccharin and artificial sweetener that was She-Hulk, your taste buds have been fried. That's all it is.
They are pointless. And for 10 years, all the shows, the movies connected, and these are 20th Century Fox products that they're putting out on Disney Plus. It's they don't go anywhere. They're a waste of time.
He's yes, I agree.
They're a waste of time. Fanfare and for moments, and I was looking at me crazy when I said this shit is corny. Phase 4, it's just a blip, or not you guys specifically, but you're looking at it wrong. No, it's still shit, no matter how you look at it. That's where I am.
Okay,
Phase 4 is terrible.
They're
Phase
terrible.
4
Oh, we haven't
is
Phase
terrible.
4 yet?
It's phase 5 now.
Oh, we're in phase 5? Oh, it's carrying over?
Yeah.
Ant-Man, the wonderful Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah, Ant-Man was the start of phase 5.
And
Yeah.
Guardians
we
was
get
good.
more stinky cheese in Phase 5.
Guardians was good. And the guy who made the last great MCU movie doesn't work there anymore. So good luck.
So, okay. All right.
Mr.
Gunn. So Guardians 3 is an exception, right?
That was a great movie.
Yeah,
Okay,
Guardians
so
3 was good.
Right, because that was in development way before all the rest of this shit went south. All right, so we can agree with that. The rest of it's pretty much trash.
Mm-hmm.
I can agree. I can for the most part.
And we
I
know
enjoyed most of the TV. I enjoyed Hawkeye. I enjoyed parts of Miss Marvel.
Ugh.
I enjoyed the humor behind She-Hulk. I enjoyed the fact that Daredevil knocked it. That was
Oh, poor Daredevil. I'm glad I wasn't disappointed because I knew what was coming, and before I saw anything, I'm like, this isn't going to be the Netflix guy, and I was right.
No, because Luke Cage walked away with the best one. He walked away with Jessica Jones.
But just the whole
She was narrow, but she was tight though.
Like, okay, so you're so even when they do something right, and like I did like parts of Hawkeye, like they're all pointless. They don't build to the universe that they
No, they
don't.
don't.
They're
They
useless.
They don't. They're popcorn.
Yeah, they're useless.
They're popcorn. They're filler. I agree. But they I like popcorn every now and then.
This
I
ain't
like
every now and then.
Stinky
Though. This is all the time.
Like, it's not even like a blip or a bump. Like this is the trend
For now.
Forever.
Yeah.
For now.
I don't think they.
For
I don't know if they're
now,
going.
Listen, I'm waiting for that blockbuster of an 87-minute movie called The Marvels.
You know that's going to be shitty.
God.
And I know
That movie is going to be
some
87 minutes.
Someone 87 minutes.
$300 million for 87 minutes.
They're not even faking it anymore.
Oh,
They're like, we ain't even got a story. Like, we got a couple of chase scenes, a dance number, and superheroes fighting. And
your echo's not working, Jay.
It's not. Oh,
and then some kind of climax, and then it's over. And then,
no, I'm good. That's
I know it's gonna be trash, but I'm just gonna be loyal to it. That's just me.
Yeah.
You wanna and see that's the not you.
That's the problem.
That is the problem. That is the problem.
That's the problem.
Because people that make money, like when this turns into like a money machine, the next step is making money with less quality resources.
And they've done it.
And they have. And like y'all stop going to these movies.
I'm not trying to force it. I didn't.
No, not you specifically, Lou. I'm talking.
I understand what you mean, but as society as a whole. But we'll touch on that in a second. Let me get Mr. Robben Weems' opinion on Loki episode 1. Check it out.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
It is. It's on my radar. I liked the second. Or I'm sorry. I liked the first season for what it was. I think the last Marvel property that I really, really loved as far as the shows go was WandaVision.
Yeah.
Just because it was so different, and I love the way that they captured the different eras of television. They were really, a trauma piece with her, and I just thought it was really creative. I enjoyed the humor in She-Hulk. But I haven't gone back and watched any other series that Marvel has put out other than the Netflix Daredevil show, because that knocked it out completely out of the park. You cannot get better than that.
That was a world shaker. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll watch Loki because I do like Tom Hiddleston but after Love and Thunder, I just don't care. It's I really wanted it to be good. And, when we were hanging out with a couple of friends in Milwaukee, Andy brought up really great points to a buddy of mine named Christian that's super pro Thor. And it's it's pandering to the audience. It's trying to be too quirky. It's trying to be too funny. It's treating your audience like they're stupid.
It's trying to be
cartoonish.
Too Taika.
Yeah. And it's, the reason James Gunn does so well is because he knows how to tell a great story and weave characters that you really care about into that story, and he's tactful with the humor. And Taika just kind of had this big clown orgasm all over the screen for like 90 minutes. And they had Christian Bale, for crying out loud. Like, you don't get a bad movie with Christian Bale, but holy shit, was that a bad movie with Christian Bale?
Someone lied to him.
How do you mess up Gore?
Like, somebody lied to him.
How do you mess up Gore the God Butcher? How do you mess that up? How do you
mess that up? Do that.
Hey, first of all, how do you keep going with that damn goat joke? Okay, it wasn't funny for 2 seconds, and they kept with the goats.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I stopped halfway through the movie and I asked myself, "Am I just fucking old?
No,
like am I?
So
do I not get it anymore?"
So the first bad sign was when he kept the ships apart with the split. I was like, shit.
Oh, that's it. That's when I knew it was over. Shit. It was over right there. And that was the beginning of the movie. Like, it was downhill from there.
I was like, shit.
Yep. That's exactly when I felt it too, Q. That's exactly when I knew it was over. I was like, this shit gonna be terrible.
Damn.
That's exactly when I felt it.
Hey,
he was going off raw. Dude, who came out, he gonna kick ass. Yeah. I would say he's damn doing the Van Damme split. Yeah, what the hell?
No.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's when that's when you knew.
No.
Oh man.
You know it's not going to get any better either because
that was it.
Saying, "Oh, we're going to find a villain that's stronger than Hela," and they're like, "Well, you guys just fucking wasted Gore. Who are you going to find now?"
Yeah.
You had the best villain and you completely wasted it.
You shat on. Oh man. Well, all right.
Gore could have been the next Thanos. He should have been the next Thanos.
He should have been. He could have been a big mover.
Yeah.
He's a threat.
But I'm gonna tell you what's going to save Marvel. Was it always saves Marvel? My people show up. When we show up, when them mutants show up, this was going to save Marvel.
It's possible.
That's what's going to save Marvel, and they can't do a Wolverine Center. It's going to have to be about Cyclops, and it's going to have to.
If they keep the same crew of writers,
don't.
If they do the Krakoa era, nope.
Not Krakoa. I can't go with Krakoa, but they go this.
Don't get your hopes up, man. They're going to fuck it up.
Yeah, but that's what's going to save it. That's what's going to bring it back. They bring it in. They bring my people in. It's over.
There's too much creative writing.
T'Challa.
There's too much creative writing needed to bring them in at this point, and that does not exist right now.
We'll see what Deadpool does. Deadpool might be the one that kind of helps it, and I don't have a lot of faith in it, but because it's Deadpool. But
hey, man, Deadpool's gonna have Dazzler in it, starring Taylor Swift.
That was supposed to have all the Fox X-Men in it. We'll see how it goes.
I'll go see it now.
He's gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope.
It's they should title it "Deadpool Kills the Fox Universe."
That should.
Oh man,
I agree.
That would be funny. That would be hilarious if they did that.
They don't have the guts. We'll see.
We'll see. It's all terrible, man.
Not, but I think these guys have a little more control.
We'll see.
I think Disney is damn making money. Let's make Disney some money. They'll do it.
Oh, they'll get you to spend money by promising you some moments, and then the rest of the movie is dookie water.
Just fart joke.
Yeah,
water.
That's any Deadpool movie for me. All Deadpool movies are like that.
Well, I like the Deadpool movies though. I'm
not a big Deadpool guy, but then again, I'm not a big Ryan Reynolds guy. It's two people I don't care about together. It's a smash up of a character I don't like and an actor I don't like.
Who hates Ryan Reynolds?
Neither one of them. I've never liked Ryan Reynolds, man. We've covered this. I've never been a Reynolds fan.
Yeah, you've never been a Reynolds fan.
Never.
I understand that. I understand. Well, shit, man.
It's crazy.
All right. Freestyle. Anything you want to put out in the universe before we get out of here?
We're going to talk about Castlevania?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Castlevania. My bad. I have almost finished that. Thank you for bringing it up. I've almost finished it. Man, it's enjoyable.
They knocked it out of the park.
I loved it. I hated the fact that even in a horror anime, the brother can't make it out the second episode. They had to kill him.
Those be the rules.
Yeah, I was a little salty. I was
a little salty. I was salty.
You see the boy running like, no.
And she tried to build a bridge, and how the brother gonna be the slowest one in the whole?
How he the slowest one?
Okay, so hold on. We definitely know who the fastest is because when Richter saw that vampire, he was out.
Yeah, he was out.
He was in the country the next time you saw him, like by the river. I was like, damn, what, they just in the city? Gone.
He was ghost.
Gone.
Yeah, he was done.
He saw the apocalypto vampire. He was out of there. He was like, nope.
Richter said, damn it, if you see me running, damn it, you better start running. You better start running.
And you wonder why people of color just run for no reason when you see somebody else running.
Like, listen,
that's motherfucking why. You just go.
If the dude with the whip that's killing vampires is running, you run.
And they were like, where are you going?
Run.
I was running next to him. Like, yo, where we going?
They said we got to go.
They was looking for him.
He looked dead in their face and said, we got to go. And they ignored him.
Man.
And, that Aztec vampire, listen.
What is making a dude that has been killing like a dozen vampires up to this point run?
Yeah, that's exactly.
You got to run.
He ain't say nothing. He just left. It was like no warning.
He's like the quiet dude at work that just shows up real quiet one day with a backpack, and you just like, uh-oh.
He dropped his whip. Like he said, like, damn. It's like, I'll find that shit later.
Look, hey, the Aztec vampire, what was his name?
I don't know.
Ocalata. I don't want to ruin his name. What was his name?
Namora.
I'm done with you, Jay. You just making shit up at this point. I hate you. But when he was knocking off the what's his name? The guardsman.
Mm-hmm.
He knocked him off. And that whole scene struck me funny as hell because the guy was like, I pledged a pledge of faith or an allegiance to protect all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, you pledged a faith to protect.
Your back broke out.
Yeah, you get your back broke out by a
booty cheeks clap.
Vampire. You just clapped your cheeks and you claimed all this allegiance and you just got your booty cheeks clapped. I'm like, yeah, you ain't shit. You ain't nothing.
Right.
And then old girl, the head vampire, the sister, she was trying to get him in bed, and he was like, "I think I'm gonna just sleep in the town."
Listen, she said all her orifices, all her holes have teeth or whatever.
Got teeth
I'm like, listen, baby, like that ain't doing nothing but turning me on. Like, come over here, talk to me. You try to scare. Like, get over here.
Let's see what you're working with.
Yeah, come over here. Like that shit talking. I like that. Come on over here.
Come and get a sip of this.
Wait a minute. You say that the teeth in the orifices will turn you on?
Listen, women talking shit like that. Like, come talk
about teeth in.
Listen.
Wait a minute.
Listen.
Hold on.
Listen.
I'm trying to.
Listen. Hold on. Come over here and talk to me. All right, that's what I'm saying. Come over here and talk to me.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Explain me your fetish, sir.
No, I think I just told you.
You watch too much 90s anime. That's what you do. That's exactly what you watch.
I told you. I think I told you.
City Hunter?
Okay.
Something. Wiki City? Something like that. Wiki City.
Mike, listen, I'm not the toe guy here, okay?
Not in teeth and Gucci, sir.
No, it ain't. You down there with the toe jam.
Who would have knew that Quincy was in The Legend of the Overfiend?
Yeah, for real.
I'm into the confidence. Like, listen. Let's be serious now. Now, it was a good show. But, all right.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Animation.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of them, honestly.
That's the best animation I've seen.
You didn't see the first?
No. I'm getting caught up on right now.
Where were you at when we were talking about this?
bro.
Like I'm now, I'm on the last few episodes of Young Justice, and this Young Justice is dragging the hell on. Oh my god!
Pause that Young Justice.
Put Young Justice down.
I only got like 5 episodes left. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, and then I'm hop into this. No, I done committed to this. I'm ready to kick Beast Boy's ass. Let me finish this right here, then I'm gonna come on to Castlevania.
It's October.
You gotta know when to hold it.
It's scary.
You gotta know when to fold it.
Yeah, like just go to Castlevania.
I done committed this much of this shit. I'm gonna get this.
No, go to Castlevania.
I'm coming. I'll be there. I'll be there soon.
Man, whatever.
But listen.
So I know you ain't watch what's it, Dragon Age.
What's that? I ain't seen it either.
I watched half of the first season. Never watched any of it. The second half of the first season.
Of what?
Castlevania.
Wait, you didn't finish the?
You didn't watch it either?
Damn, yo.
I watched the first half. I never finished. Listen, I didn't. That's it. Quincy brought up the animation. I thought that the animation changed after the first 3 episodes, or was it just me?
I thought
it changed a little bit.
I thought it was better than the original show.
It's possible.
And the original show was really good. It was really, really, really good.
Probably a new studio.
Like Rob just said, it's probably a new studio, but I think that the first 2 or 3 episodes I enjoyed, but the animation after that improved. I don't know what it was, or if they changed anything, or maybe it was just me getting acclimated to what was going on in the series. But I just liked it better after that.
Maybe it was just 2 teams. You know, sometimes those shows like what was that Transformers? They had 2 teams, and what's the other one? Ronin Warriors. That's the one that always jumps out. They clearly had 2 different teams, the A and B team. But I didn't notice that. I'll have to look at that again. I didn't notice.
Yeah, the what I noticed was the guy character. What was his name?
Which one?
The one that ran. What was his name?
Richter?
Yeah, Richter. I think his face was animated differently in the first couple of episodes as opposed to the last few. And that was the biggest thing for me. That was what bothered me, was his face. Was that he was shaded really weird around his eyes and nose and shit like that for the first couple episodes. After that, it kind of smoothed out, and it was just different. But that was just me. But I really enjoy it. I want to finish it out, though.
Yeah, it's October, y'all. Y'all should be watching Castlevania. Finish that.
I watch it on my lunch breaks, and I watch it when I'm making odd times. I'll make breakfast or I'm eating lunch, something like that.
Be careful. Some of them episodes watching on your lunch break of who's around.
Yeah.
Some couple of vampires getting some ass in some of those episodes.
Real androgynous.
Yeah.
It's very European. It's damn.
What was the girl, the sister that seduced that what are they called? The guys who make the night creatures.
Oh,
yeah.
No, in the original show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all didn't find.
Okay.
What was it was Isaac, and what was the black guy's name?
It was Isaac, right? That's Isaac.
What was the white guy's name? I thought
Leroy?
Isaac was the.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, y'all missed a good.
He died too. He died pretty early
on.
No. Season 1 you're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about season 1. Okay. The Forge Master with the dagger.
The one with the dagger. Which one did Isaac have? Isaac had
a hammer. The white guy had the hammer. Okay. Isaac, he had the dagger.
How many episodes is season 1?
Dude, it's 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, season that first arc is amazing. Isaac probably has the best character arc. He has the best arc, and I wish there was some connection, but it's too many years that passed when he fought that. I'm not spoiling the guy in the town with the night creatures versus those zombie things. Y'all missing out. I'm telling you, when he fought the vampire at the end.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Can I pause this for 1 second?
For a second,
you brought up the word zombie.
Mm-hmm. No. They weren't actually zombies. They were were they mind control? Jay, would you say?
Okay. Yeah. It was the townspeople got control or something.
Give me 10 seconds. We'll get back to Castlevania. Rob and I were watching the last episode of Ahsoka, and then they put zombies into Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
The zombie stormtroopers.
Yeah.
With the Night Sister magic.
That
Yeah.
was so stupid.
Why?
That was so stupid. Give me my 10 minutes of life back because you could have gave me something besides that bullshit. Let me revive these people. And Rob made a good point. Also, he's like, what was it? The dismemberment thing from Disney?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If it wasn't for Disney's rule on dismemberment, this would have been you wouldn't even be able to reanimate these bodies.
You just cut them up.
Just chop these bitches up.
Yeah. I thought the zombie thing was just stupidly placed in Ahsoka. That's just me because it didn't play any role.
They should all be in pieces anyway.
Yeah.
So
fighting a laser sword.
like, how is Deadpool going to fight his enemies? He's going to hit them with like rubber batons or something?
I hope so.
He's gonna have dildos.
That's probably what's holding up the Blade movie. Like,
he's gonna have dildo guns.
Like they're trying.
Nah, I think they're gonna let Deadpool go crazy. I really do.
Good luck.
Blade's never coming out.
No, Blade.
No.
They're like talking to the writers. Disney's like, you don't mean Blade doesn't drop the vampires off at the police when he captures them? Like, no, he cuts them
it's
the
like,
fuck up.
You guys remember back when Spider-Man first came out for PS4 and you used to be able to kick the bad guys off of the building?
Yep.
And you never knew what happened to them? And then they were like, oh my gosh, Spider-Man's killing people. And then they had to run the patch update to where when you kicked them off, you didn't make a web, you stick it to the side of the building? Bullshit. Let them hit the floor. Hit the damn ground.
Ladder.
Anybody who's dealing dope on top of a skyscraper and I kick you off of it, you deserve to hit the goddamn ground. Period.
Breaking up a little.
I don't know.
Disney cut him off. Disney was listening in. They're like, oh, yeah?
Like, we don't dismember. Well, I'm cutting this shit off.
Hit it button. Anyway.
Talk shit about zombies.
We'll finish up Castlevania, man, and then we'll get out of here. So,
hey, Lou, you're going to have to reconfigure the deflector dish, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
My
all
deflector
powered
shields are all
shields.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, we got a little bit of delay here.
What do you see?
It was Hector and Isaac.
Okay. Hector was the he was the guy. Isaac had the dagger. So you were right.
Yeah.
I think we're catching up.
Castlevania is dope as hell, though. And the only thing I didn't like was Dracula's mustache. I was like, really? You're going to give this dude a southern-ass handlebar mustache?
So
I'm supposed to take this cat seriously? Like, he's decked out in fucking threads. He raided Prince's wardrobe. He's dressed to the nines. You're going to give my handlebar-ass mustache.
Yeah.
Nah. That James Hetfield going on there.
Yeah, you're gonna give him a fucking monster magnet fucking handlebar ass mustache.
Django comes out and kicks the shit out of him. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Who's this on the nag? Shit.
It's an uncomfortable movie.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna sit back. It's a great movie. I'm gonna sit down and watch
It's great.
Castlevania pre-season 2. Or pre-new season, so I'm gonna check that shit out. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna enjoy it.
That's really
and that cliffhanger at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't see the very end of this season yet.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Yeah,
please don't, because I'm almost done.
It was getting bad. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And it's crazy. They weren't even greenlit for a season 2 when they made that cliffhanger. That was balls.
Right. Well, they were very confident about it, but they got greenlit yesterday.
They were like, "We're getting the season."
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll check it out. Because last time we spoke,
did anybody watch Gen V?
Not yet.
I heard it's good. Like,
not yet.
I need to watch that.
It's the point.
Maybe wrap it up. The mics are telling us it's the internet, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Mikey getting tired, getting sleepy on us.
He can't even deny it.
I'm talking about the microphones. The internet is saying, "Hey,
go to sleep, motherfucker."
Did the lean forward like when you're driving, don't want to fall asleep. Like, let me.
Roll down the window, lean forward.
Y'all go back on a 30-minute rant about air. Nah, we need it.
Air.
All right, man. Let's get out of here. Fuck it. We'll call it good. Man, first of all, I want to thank Rob for coming all the way to North Carolina to visit.
Oh yeah, good seeing you. Definitely.
Great time, man. I love having you. And this hat that he has on costs way too much for his liking.
Expensive ass brewery hats.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, well, that was it. Thank you, Robben Weems. We're gonna have you back, man. I love your insight. I love your humor, man. We're gonna have you back because that shit was your timing with J Pat is amazing because
All right.
I think it's good shit.
All right.
Mike
Cool.
Jones,
Thank you for having
man.
me.
The Professor, love you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Quincy.
One thing, like Robben was saying when he said he likes to talk shit about things he loves, because that's what we do. Because I love Marvel, I love comics, but they ain't shit right now.
So that means you love the X-Men then. That means you love me.
No. That's not what that means.
Compared to your statement, sir, that means you love me.
No, I said talk shit. Okay.
That's what you do.
I hate mutants, okay? It's a difference. Okay?
It's different.
That's different. I talk shit to you. I don't hate you. Okay? I never say, fuck that guy. I say fuck the mutants. And sometimes I care about what happens to them, but I know I'm cursing and it's upsetting them.
That's how passionately he feels about his anti-mutant.
No!
They say fuck Daddy!
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about Jean Grey.
Daddy, no!
Daddy, no!
Let them stay on their island, self-proclaimed rulers of soul.
Yo, man, let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
J-Pat, good to see you. Hope your finger heals up because I see you drawing a lot, man. But from the whole Multiverse Unlimited podcast crew, Cosmic Lou, Platinum Rob, Professor Mike, QP the Source, J-Pat, and my man Robben Weems. That's your name now, with all those B's.
I'll take it.
Yeah, man, we want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. And thank you guys for being patient. Things happen, man. I'm going to pump this out as soon as I possibly can. But please, please, please remember to be kind to all you need because you have no idea what battles they're fighting. So until next time, we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.